What's good with it, y'all? Y'all already know what it is, man. NBA Quick Hits Volume 28. We got 13 games to cover, so y'all stay locked in for the whole video, get all these predictions. Let's get to it, man. What's good with it, y'all? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Y'all know what time it is, but before we go ahead and jump into anything, first things first, man. Hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. Appreciate you, man. Let's dive into it. So we got 13 games. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked in for the whole video, get all these predictions. We're gonna go ahead and run all 13 down in this video, man. So we got the Wizards versus the Sixers. Going with the Sixers. No disrespect to the Wizards or anything of that nature, man, but I don't need to be long-winded explaining the reason for that pick. We all know the Sixers are the odds favorite, and they're a large favorite for a reason. Wizards do have a chance. They've been playing very well as of late, but it's the Sixers, man. I don't see them upsetting them. You know what I mean? I don't think Joel is going to go for that. Maxi, Harris, none of those guys. So I'm gonna keep it short and brief on that game. I got the Sixers winning that one, man. Next one up after that, we got the Cavs versus the Magic. Hell of a matchup in the East. Obviously, Magic are one of those teams where people you can't sleep on them no more, man. They showing up and showing out at every opportunity given, and they letting it be known they for real. It's not a fluke, anything of that nature. So you got to come in there on your A game, or you're gonna get blown out. We didn't seen them do it to teams, and so they no longer the hidden secret. So who do I have winning this one? I think it's gonna be a tough game. I think Donovan Mitchell and those boys, man, it's gonna be extremely tough. But I'm gonna go with the Magic still. I'm gonna still lean with the Magic on this one. I feel like they have enough offensive power along with the defensive presence and the roster to kind of deal with anything the Cavs bring to the table. So I'm rocking out with the Magic on that one. Next game up after that, man, Pistons versus the Pacers. Ooh, tough one, man. Pacers just coming off of Tyrese Halliburton making his announcement to the world that I'm here. You know what I mean? So he letting it be known. Miles Turner still doing his thing there as a reputable big. Obviously, you still got Buddy Hield, hell of a shooter there as well. But the Pistons, man, Cade Cunningham and those boys, man, they still play hard. They may the record may not reflect it, but that team is definitely immensely talented. It's just they just had to put it together. You know what I mean? But who do I have winning this one? I'm gonna go with the Pacers. I think they're gonna be a little upset coming off of that in season tournament run that they had, coming falling short to my Lakers, and then they're gonna look to bounce back playing against the Pistons and take that frustration out on them. So I'm gonna go with the Pacers to win that one. Heat versus the Hornets. Man, it's tough to go against Jimmy and Bam, but that Hornets team again at home, man, they're a totally different beast. You never know what you're gonna get, man. Like it's like Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. And yes, I just quoted Forrest Gump. But man, that was a tough one, man. My gut tell me to go with the Hornets, but my head is saying go with the Heat. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna rock out with I'm gonna go with the Hornets for the upset for the night, man. I'm going with the Hornets for the upset. Next one up, Nuggets versus the Hawks. I'm going with the Nuggets. Fully healthy, got everybody back now. Jamal Murray just got teed up and tossed out of his his return game. You got Jokic back, Aaron Gordon, and Michael Porter. So they're getting back to their championship form. So I expect them to go ahead and pick up where they left off. Jamal Murray using these minutes to get his NBA legs off under him and everything. The Hawks, man, I can still see them winning this game with Trey and DeJounte getting hot. I can see them winning this game as well. So they're not a terrible team, anything like that. I just feel like they don't have an answer for Jokic, and Michael Porter's definitely been balling out of control lately too. So I gotta salute him for that. He's showing more dynamic to his game, things that any fan, as far as even like myself, I demanded more out of Michael Porter Jr. because I can see the talent that he is, I see the size, everything he can do. It's just I feel like the only thing he wanted to do was shoot threes and that's it. You know what I mean? So now he's rebounding, he's assisting, he's attacking the rim, so he's mixing it up, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. So shouts out to him. But I got the Nuggets winning that one. Next game up after that, Raptors versus the Knicks. I'm rocking out with the Knicks on this one, man. I'm gonna keep that one short too. Raptors, obviously immensely talented. I always rave about that team, the roster they have, and the talent they have, but they just got to string it together. But I feel like Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, man, they playing much better basketball. Definitely they're gonna look to get back on a couple of things. So I think right now, man, the Knicks is on a mission, and they're gonna take that out on the Raptors, man. Next game up, Jazz versus the Thunder. I'm going with the Thunder on this one. I feel like Chet, Shea Gildress, and the rest of those guys are on the roll right now. Again, one of the top teams in the West. Definitely wouldn't have predicted it, but hey, man, that's the fun and that's the glory of it. You know what I mean? Things happen and teams are definitely out there that you wouldn't expect them to be in the positions they're in, and we're seeing that. So I'm loving the shakeup of the league and these young teams that's putting on, man. So I got Thunder winning that one. Spurs versus the Rockets. Ooh wee, man, so that's a tough pick for two teams not so good in the West, but I think the Rockets right now are kind of catching their stride with Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, and their center Singun. Or if that, hopefully that's how you pronounce it. Probably butchered his name, so my apologies. But I got the Rockets to win that, man. It seems like Wemby and those boys that fell off a cliff. Maybe they'll use this game to bounce back and get it together, but I got the Rockets playing more consistent basketball, so I'm going with the Rockets, man. And also Dylan Brooks, that weird ass, his weird routine stare down, whatever you want to call it, man. I got him. I got that weird stare down throwing off the Spurs, man. So I got the Rockets win that one. Next up, Wolves versus the Pelicans. Hell of a game, man. Hell of a game. They got CJ back. Bi Zion still got to get his NBA legs under him. He got to put that fork down and not get in the weight room, get in the sweat room, man. He got to drop some weight, man. Otherwise, he may end up having a shorter career than we expect, which obviously do not want that. I absolutely do not want that. But at the same time, your joints and ligaments can only take so much of an explosion and playing like that and being out of shape, man. So for his detriment and longevity of his career, he definitely got to lose some weight and get in shape. You know what I mean? So this one, I'm gonna rock out the Pelicans. Like I said, I think with CJ being back, Bi obviously they were gonna be playing at home. They don't have. I feel like the Wolves don't have an answer for Zion. I feel like the Pelicans are gonna win that one. Now, is it a clear cut favorite? Hell no. The Wolves are showing up. Anthony Edwards is leading his team, which again I said a long time ago they needed to be the clear cut favorite, and this team can go as far as he can take them, and we seeing that. So, but I got the Pelicans winning. Would I be surprised the Wolves won? Absolutely not. Next game up, Mavs versus the Grizzlies. I'm gonna rock out the Mavs on this one, man. I feel like obviously with their 1-2 points they have and the team that's built around Luca, he's used to playing without Kyrie. So Kyrie, if Kyrie's not playing, he's extremely used to it. So either way, I feel like the Mavs would be able to go ahead and cook on that one. Would I be surprised the Grizzlies won? No, they're a hard nosed, tough team, man. The Grizzlies, it's the grindhouse for a reason. You know what I mean? If anybody know about that team back with Zebo and Marc Gasol and Tony Allen, them boys was there, man. It wasn't no easy win. You gonna come into the Grizzlies game looking pretty and walk out with three black eyes. And you only got two eyes, so y'all do the math on that, man. They was not playing around. But I'm going with the Mavs on this one. Next came up, Bulls versus the Bucks. I'm going with the Bucks. Bulls are too inconsistent. Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. I don't know. It's just not working. As much as they want it to work and all that kind of, it's just not something that's working. So y'all stay tuned on a potential roster change coming there for the Bucks, man. Again, they fell short to the Pacers, even though to them they're treating it like a regular season game because in season tournament championship is not the same as playing for an actual NBA championship. We all know that, but it is an incentive to play for. Obviously, we find out that a lot of whoever the winner and things of that nature, they're getting around 500K as incentive bonus money. So again, the rookies on that Bucks team could have definitely used that money. But when you got a couple of players on that team that's making $250 million, 500,000 is nothing to them. So I won't say that's the reason why they lost. It just again they're still trying to get their footing and find their combination and best playing together as far as Dame and Giannis. And you saw that in it. Dame got hot in the third quarter, and then Giannis was doing his thing, but then they kind of just fell apart towards the end. And that's something they'll be able to work on. But I think they'll do that with this Bulls team. So I got the Bucks winning that one. Next game, man. Next versus Nets versus the Kings. I got the Kings winning that one. I feel like the Kings more talented team, more cohesive, playing together, and they I think they're playing with a chip when they're coming into this game with a chip on their shoulder. Last couple games out, man, been some tough losses, so I think they're gonna come in there focused, had a little bit of time off, and I think they're gonna take that out on the Nets. Unfortunately. Then last game of the night, Blazers versus Clippers. I got the Clippers. Um, no disrespect. I got the Clippers. And I'm gonna run this down back to y'all real quick of these predictions. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. I got the Sixers beating the Wizards. I have the Magic beating the Cavs. I have the Pacers beating the Pistons. I have the Hornets beating the Heat. I have the Nuggets beating the Hawks. I have the Knicks beating the Raptors. Thunder beating the Jazz. Rockets beating the Spurs. Pelicans beating the Wolves. Mavs beating the Grizzlies. Bucks beating the Bulls. Kings beating the Nets. And the Clippers beating the Blazers, y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure y'all Hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Who do you have winning these games? What's your prediction? We can go head to head with it. I love it. Love to be able to do that and converse with the chat. So I respond to each and every one of y'all. And y'all already know what it is, man. I appreciate you stopping through. And I'll be back at y'all with another one. Man. Y'all be easy out there, all right?